Let's talk about the pivot to EV. You said in the past, and you've said it a number of times, that you want to hang on to the ICE engines, the V12, for as long as possible. That's actually a quote from you, for as long as possible. Why are you accelerating now this move to the EV? Why make the decision now? Why not hang on to those ICE engines?
No, I think I still, first of all, hello, and it's great to be on the show. I think with Spectre, we will now start to introduce electrification step by step in our model range. And as you rightly pointed out, by 2030, it is fully electrified. But that still means 9 years to go. And rest assured, we are proud about our 12-cylinder, and I stick to my word that we will carry it as long as possible. So the last 12-cylinder we're going to sell will be in 2030. But in between, we need to prepare ourselves for what I say is the next kind of generation for propulsion. And that will be electric. We've decided that for our brand, and we will go electric. It fits perfect to the brand. It is as silent, as torquey as our great 12-cylinder engines. It delivers what we call waftability, this flight on land feeling. And for that reason, well suited for Rolls-Royce. We are not defining ourselves about engine noises or combustion sound or exhaust pipe sound. And for that reason, electrification is spot on for us. And it is not accelerated. I think we are proud that we are the first ones in that super luxury segment going full electric. That's rightly so. And from there we go. Then the next steps to come.
I hear you that you don't think that the strategy is different from what you've laid out before, but your parent BMW is just doing it differently. They're going to make combustion engines, hybrid, fully electric cars. They're going to do all of it while you transition to 2030 and just do then EVs. How does that work internally?
Very good, because we are not what I would say in the car business. We are in the luxury goods business. Our customers are buying Rolls-Royces not for pure transportation means to come from A to B. We have very different driving patterns in our cars. They are mainly used for, I would call it, commuting into the city, commuting out of the city, using around cities, using the cars for, let's say, a weekend drive, a short one. But no, none of our client is really going long distance drives. And for that reason, electrification is perfect. Yes, we will offer a suitable and sufficient range in our car, rest assured. Also, you need to understand that many of our clients already own an electric car in their portfolio of cars, in their garages. So for them, it's not really new. And I think they all have charging at home. They have charging at their office locations. So it is not for us a big worry about the infrastructure. It fits well, and I think is right for us as a luxury brand. Whilst for regular car brands, to say it like that, I think the strategy to diversify into all sorts of different drivetrains is probably the right one.
What is it going to mean for the factory down there in Goodwood? How big a shift is it going to be in terms of the number of people you're going to need to employ? How important is the drivetrain there? How important will it be in terms of the way you're going to reposition the vehicles? I'm just wondering how big a shift this is going to be in terms of the sort of the nuts and bolts of building cars for Rolls-Royce.
It will be a shift, that's for sure. We are already in that phase to prepare the plant for building the cars. But one thing is also sure, it will be a true Rolls-Royce, and it will be handmade, crafted by hand. It will take far over 800 hours, as it is with all other Rolls-Royce models. Bespoke is obviously possible, up to your imagination. So it will be fully embedded here in Rolls-Royce at Goodwood. And for that reason, it is technically a big transformation that happens currently here in our plant. But from, let's say, education levels, from training levels for our people, that is something what we have started already a couple of years ago to prepare ourselves for that next step into electrification. So I think when this car ramps up in volume, end of 2023, we are well prepared that this happens. And nobody here within Goodwood needs to be worried about his job. We said that already. I think we have prepared ourselves in the right direction. We trained people into new qualifications, so that is all done and dusted already.
Torsten, we sort of ended the European close talking about ASML and the chip shortage and how they're going to see a strong decade of demand. I can appreciate how your buyers aren't price sensitive, so you may have some nice pass-through in terms of pricing. But can you give me some perspective on the shortages that you're seeing?
I mean, we are very lucky to be part of the BMW Group, and for that reason we are well served with all semiconductors we need. Rightly so, knowing the contribution margins, knowing how profitable our business is, and for that reason we are not running in any way short. We can satisfy the unprecedented demand worldwide towards our products. It is that we are sitting on an order book as strong as I've ever seen it, and for that reason we are in a good shape and well situated with semiconductors.
Torsten, one final quick question for me. We were just talking to Lucid Motors, and one of their big focuses is going to be on AI and autonomous. We're seeing obviously the same thing at Tesla. We're seeing the same thing. You look at Volkswagen, huge amounts of investment into software. BMW obviously making big investments as well. When you think about a Rolls-Royce going forward, how much of it is going to be about the physical product and how much of it's going to be about the software that goes with it? And how different will the experience be when we get to autonomous? That's not that far away, potentially.
No. I think autonomous will come also into the brand of Rolls-Royce. The question is when. Because all of our clients have access to a chauffeur. Obviously, you need to know that 80% of our cars are in the meantime self-driven, but chauffeur is always around. And the chauffeur is not only the person to chauffeur the car. The chauffeur is very often the right-hand assistant to the owner. And for that reason, something you can't easily substitute by artificial intelligence. So it is far more than just somebody driving a car. It is your friend, your secretary, who helps you in your daily life. And for that reason, probably not so easily to be substituted. But definitely the time will come, then also Rolls-Royces will be autonomously driving. But we are doing it at a time when it fits and suits our customers. That drives us, nothing else.